James Foley was an American journalist in Iraq and Syria, mainly Syria as he was covering the civil war there. He was captured in November of 2012. It appears, based on a YouTube video that was just released by the Islamic State, that he has been executed. It is hard to describe how heroic these reporters are. You know, we kid around on the show sometimes making fun of Bill O'Reilly when he says he covered 4 wars with a pen. Yesterday we were talking about how, you know, look, we're not out there on the field. Our job is much easier. We analyze the news, and there's value in that. But there's not the kind of bravery in that James Foley and others show day in, day out when they try to cover the most important news in the world and the most dangerous places in the world. He's not alone. There's also another journalist, Steven Sotloff, who is right now being held by the Islamic State. They're being held in Syria, or he's being held in Syria. As I said, James Wright Foley has been executed. And it was a video entitled "A Message to America" from the Islamic State. There's something like so weirdly chilling and ridiculous about the messages, because it's #America and #Islamic State, where the modern world joins the dark ages in the most bizarre ways. Apparently they beheaded him. And I can't show enough respect for these reporters. I mean, look, we cannot operate in a functioning democracy or any kind of government that cares about the people without getting information to the people, whether it's in your own country or it's in foreign policy news. And the fact that people like James Foley risk their lives to bring us that information is incredible. And their heroism is really, I don't have words for it, and I'm in the business of words. And I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And our job comparatively is a million times easier. And we could not do that job without heroes like James Foley getting us the information. So from time to time, we take on the establishment press and we call them out for what's wrong. But we don't do it in the right-wing way, where they want to destroy the press so that they could just replace it with their propaganda. We want to make the press stronger so we get the right information. So we know if we're going to go into a war, whether that country's leader attacked us or not, whether that country attacked us or not. And in order to do that, you got to go to incredibly dangerous places like Iraq and Syria. And that's where James Foley went, and it appears that's where he was executed. My disdain for the Islamic State is unparalleled. We are progressives. I grew up in a Muslim family. I'm not Muslim anymore. I'm agnostic. Given what I have said about all religions, including Islam and including the Prophet Muhammad, my guess is that they would not be happy with me. They're the exact opposite of progressives. So it's hard to not say that my hatred for them is profound. We're not supposed to focus on hate. But it's hard not to on a day like this. So James Foley was a hero, and if we had more people like him, the world would be a much, much better place. So I don't believe that we should re-intervene in Iraq, not because I'm worried about the cost to us, but because I believe it would be counterproductive. So those costs, unfortunately, would not help fix the situation. If I thought they would, I would say we should go, because there's no one I'd rather attack and neutralize and get rid of than the Islamic State. What they did to the Yazidi, there's another story out today that they were burying people alive. They had them dig their ditches. They put men, women, and children in there. Hard to verify those stories, but that's exactly why people like James Foley went to that region, to try to verify what's true and what's not true. Without the truth tellers, we are at a loss. We are adrift in the sea. And today, without James Foley, that's exactly where we find ourselves, adrift.